This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 12. Verse 21, and it reads, "And the word of the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua came unto me, saying, Son of man, what is that proverb that ye have in the land of Israel, saying, the days are prolonged, and every vision felleth?" Verse 23, "Tell them, therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua power, I will make this proverb to cease, and they shall no more use it as a proverb in Israel, but say unto them, the days are at hand, and the effect of every vision." Verse 24, "For there shall be no more any vain vision, nor flattering divination within the house of Israel." Verse 25, "For I am the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. I will speak, and the word that I shall speak shall come to pass. It shall be no more prolonged, for in your days, O rebellious house, will I say the word and will perform it, saith the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua power." Again, the word of the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua came to me, saying, verse 27, "Son of man, behold, they of the house of Israel say, the vision that he seeth is for many days to come, and he prophesieth of the times that are far off." Verse 28, "Therefore say unto them, thus saith the Lord Yahweh power, there shall none of my words be prolonged any more, but the word which I have spoken shall be done, saith the Lord Yahweh Yahweh power." I want to start off by giving all praise. I want to give all honor. I want to give all glory to Kol Haloyim, Allah Yahweh, Allah Hashem Yahushai, Ba Hashem Racha HaKodash. Yahweh meaning he is, he exists, or he to be. Ba Hashem, Ba's in, Ha's the, Hashem his name. Yahushai meaning he saves, or he deliverer. True names of the Most High God and his Son, who you people ignorantly call God and Jesus Christ, but whose true name in the Paleo Hebrew is Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. I want to give double honors to the elders and to the apostles that taught me this truth. Peace and salutations to the Akim, the beloved brethren around the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth with faith and with sincerity, as well as risking their lives, as well as their freedom to do so now more so than ever. Shalom to the Akwath and the Akim and the Akwath out there listening and learning, Lord willingly. This is edifying. Shalom to the Israelite foreigners scattered abroad in the land of other nations, appearing like the other nations, but whom subscribe to this truth. To you, I say Shalom. This is your brother Yahweh Sab, coming at you with another lesson through the Spirit and through the power of Yahweh, Hashem Yahushua. This lesson is inspired through the Spirit on pretty much a video. It's a lot. Article I came across. A lot of things happen in 2025. Very well may be that year. But if it's not, may the Lord put the Spirit on the beloved brethren and, well, first and foremost, our beloved elders and apostles that taught us this truth. The true leaders of Israel today, if you can receive that, as well as all the brothers pushing, that we just stay in that spirit of fight. Because this is truly a fight. I was listening to the beloved elder. He said, well, you got people that play chess against each other. Ultimately this is the Lord playing chess against himself. You got certain pieces that are set up to do certain things. Some pieces are more powerful than others. But just a quick analogy. If you are familiar with chess, a pawn is a dangerous ass piece. You know what I mean? So, and a pawn, you can look at it as a solitary or a soldier. Usually the pawn is moved first. But with that all being said, a lot of things are taking place. This caught my attention. It's a lot going on. I'm trying to drive the weather like ridiculous. What's funny about this shit is like they purposely, when you sit back and really meditate on this place, it's like people be like, no, that's far-fetched or that's crazy, or get the fuck out of here. If you know it's going to snow just like we know it's going to snow, why wouldn't you be already salting the streets? I seen Nan salt truck. You don't think that they purposely do that shit? You know what I mean? Like I was just watching Well, I was gonna do a video on that Drake shit. Drake, Salakia for going off, rambling. But, just gotta, So long story short, though, like, this man talking about trying to rent the mansion. This man got an $88 million mansion because he tried to sell it and can't nobody buy it. So this is how miserable this place is. You supposed to have wealth, but because of the fact how the conditions is set up, you struggling. I did a video. They said Jim Carrey had to come out of retirement. This man's a millionaire. What the fuck? Over hundreds of billions of dollars. And they say more money, more problems. And, once you're used to certain things, you spend more. But that's not necessarily true because you got individuals that are very frugal but have a lot of wealth. So, Salaki, this place fucked up. Suck. It says Trump's planning to issue currency executive orders on day one. And that really caught my attention because, look at the time we're in. I was watching a video brother did. They were showing, like, in certain countries, you talk about countries that ain't even supposed to be on the level as Babylon the Great, a.k.a. America, that had drones flying around fighting fires and shit. So you don't think Babylon got some shit? Come on, Babylon got a fucking heat ray missile. A heat ray gun off of a fucking cartoon. And then the craziest part about it, to show you how cold the Lord is, we looked at as nuts and crazy and whatnot, but you can go look up the things that we are saying from our elders and apostles on down and see that this is the truth. So with this move, because, again, the elders been bringing out about how this guy was first against crypto, now he's for it, and this man doing a lot of shit, you know what I mean? He's setting up another agency, so they're going to go after Americans. You got the Internal Revenue Service. He want to start an External Revenue Service. Then they hired all those IRS agents because pretty much with, this is about to go back to, even Biden made a statement about robber barons and how you got ultra rich that's pretty much going to turn this into a dystopia. So I don't know what that's about because, Biden's juiced in, so that's like a smack or a mocking. They said he was doing a lot of mocking shit before, with these addresses talking about the country's never been in better shape. They literally want to piss people off. You get some people, you got some people that get off on getting a reaction out of people. You don't think that devil is like that? Because when you got power over somebody, you got some sadistic people in the world. So it says, President-elect Donald Trump is expected to make executive action on Bitcoin and cryptocurrency on his first day in office, according to a Monday report from the Washington Post. Now, again, you got to remember, a lot of brothers theorized that Bitcoin and these different cryptocurrencies was started to get people addicted and hooked to, the whole idea of using digital currencies. So, they and pretty much what made Bitcoin and these other currencies, cryptocurrencies, pretty much desirous is because they weren't regulated by the government. But, again, the government could come in and try and regulate anything. And more than likely, they're about to come try and regulate this. Because, again, you're coming into a change, in an age. You're coming into a change. We coming into a time of great change, and it's not going back to making America great again, but it's being created into what the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, needs to fulfill prophecy. A source involved in Trump's transition team communications said the executive order might address debanking, a matter Melania Trump raised in her 2024 memoir, as well as the repeal of policy requiring banks to count the digital assets they hold as liabilities on their balance sheets. The Trump team has made it very clear that this is a priority, the source said. The latter policy, the repeal of SAB 121, has been campaigned for by MicroStrategy CEO Michael Saylor, one of the leading figures in the field. He has suggested that repealing SB 141, in addition to the advent of spot ETF and fair value accounting, could send Bitcoin's market capitalization to 100 trillion. Decrypt additionally reported Monday that the president-elect first crypto executive order would likely establish a presidential crypto council consisting of approximately 20 industry leaders, and that the action will be the first of many related to the crypto industry. The Monday report coincided with the large spike in Bitcoin's price from 90,700 to over 99,000 over the next couple of days. So pretty much they're setting up, and getting advisors that know about the crypto market, because more than likely they're about to, start regulating crypto and issue a cryptocurrency for the country. This man is making statements about buying Greenland. This man is talking about annexing Canada, and, you've always had these talks about North American Union with Canada and Mexico, and then talk about a one currency, what do they call it? The Amero. Well, with all these different economies suffering, that's more plausible and feasible, and actually can become more of a reality than ever before. I'm gonna just look up the term debanking, and then I got one major scripture, but if you got the spiritual eyesight, you can see that this pretty much can very well come to fruition. Like a brother made a statement about, we in a time when anything can happen at any day. It says debanking, more commonly spelled debanking, also known within the banking industry as de-risking, is the closure of people or organization bank accounts by banks that proceed the account holders to pose a financial, legal, regulatory, or reputational risk to the bank. So, and they've been doing debanking for a while now. You've been hearing about all these accounts just suddenly closing, so bear with me. So, pretty much, if you read between the lines, again, that's not a little bitty thing. That's pretty significant, because again, you come into an age of cryptocurrency and digital money. So for him to actually we've never had that in history before, and look at how the banking why do you think they talk about debanking? Because the banking sector, the banking industry is in trouble. The fuck, And from what I hear, I followed a few different economists, and what they're saying is pretty much he gonna come into office and try to print. He about to try to go after and recover as much money from these different taxpayers and whatnot, and he's about to print money, and he's about to try to throw tariffs on, these different countries and their goods. But if nobody has any money, how you gonna get, and what I was doing some research, a couple months back, when you go into the Great Depression, it was caused based on, pretty much it was a number of different things, but one of them you had, I forgot what was the name of the tariff, what president or what individual pretty much suggested it, but it was due to tariffs and the financial situation, the market crashing and whatnot, and then that's when you had the war. So best believe, if it ain't broke, they ain't gonna try to fix it. They gonna try to utilize it, because they look at most people stupid, sheeple. These people are, and like the elder been saying lately, when you take time to think about it, these people are stupid. Just believe and follow anything. I'm looking at, think about it. He made the Secretary of the Department of Education fucking Vince McMahon's wife. Now, these are entertainers. They are in the business of entertainment. So just imagine how dumbed down our children are about to be now. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13, starting at verse 14, and it reads, "And he deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles," because his technology is, it will deceive you. You know what I mean? You got individuals. I'm still looking at the Neuralink. I think I read somebody said you had the third person that basically took the Neuralink implant. And it ain't showing nobody walking yet, but just to be able to have, to hook it up to your brain, to be able to move a cursor with your mind, that's just amazing to them. Because these people, hoping in that, as opposed to hoping in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And from what I see, they most of them look like Edomites, so I don't give a fuck. But at the same time, we watered our people, because you gonna have our people that's gonna jump up. It's not coincidence that Cyborg was a Jake. It says, it deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, follow the beast's ways, the philosophy of the beast, the system. So the beast which had the wool by a sword and did live. And what is that beast that had a wool by a sword and did live? The ancient Roman system, because, in Revelation chapter 13, it talks about that beast that rose up out of the sea, which is ancient Rome. Verse 15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. You're going to have martyrs in this thing, and everybody's not going to be a martyr. Every man is not allotted to that. Every woman is not. But you're going to have men and women that's going to lose their life for this truth. And if that's your allotment, then the Lord going to put a spirit on you to be able to deal with that. I'm in the spirit. I'm trying not to be so personal anymore, and I do a lot of ranting and raving because, if you've been in this truth long enough and as much shit as Jake go through, Jake be feeling like, I be feeling like I'm about to lose my motherfucking mind. It's the only reason why I haven't, I believe, is through this, because of the power of the scriptures. If you didn't know why you were suffering these things, because it's nothing like going through shit and not knowing why. Like my demon. I made a statement about what was going through with my demon. She catch a hell, and the bitch thinks she's so spiritual. But then I'm like, you don't even know why the Lord doing this to you, because she told me. I'm like, bitch, you sitting up there saying this and that and this, and you gonna do this now. If I'd have did that, I'd be in child support hearings, and I'd be all kind of pieces of shit ass dude, all that. But because it's you, it's different. She like, I'm going through this, I ain't gonna do that. You act like I'm just chilling. And I'm like, damn, that's what it dawned on me. I'm like, the Lord fucking her up and doing it slow. That's terrifying. And I said, well, damn, you supposed to be so spiritual, telling me about this and that. You thinking you done put me on to this. You don't even know why the Lord fucking you up. You know how disrespectful. The scriptures talk about the Lord is not mocked. You done mocked the Lord so many times. The Lord ain't playing with nobody. So ultimately, at the end of the day, I'm trying not to be so much personal, because again, everything ain't for everybody. The prophets literally was built, and because the Lord put them special spirits within them. The prophets caught hell, to the point of getting killed by your own people. But now you got the whole world suffering. What's that, Proverbs chapter 2? When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. And this man, like you said, you got to remember, I constantly think about when Trump was in office, how he made the people work for free. Well, y'all thinking, that witchcraft is, that juju is strong shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas, you forgot about that? Verse 16, and he calls them all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. So that's everybody. Those that are incarcerated, those that are call themselves being free, but you're really not free. Those that's in a high level of society, those that's in a low level. To receive a mark or a charagma in their right hand or in their forehead. And it doesn't matter if it goes to the right, your left. If you partake in the system or take this within yourself, you cursed. You damned. And we know that charagma pretty much breaks down to, a palisade, because of the karax. And then when you go with the grapho, pretty much it's, writing. It says, stamp or imprinted mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand as the badge of the followers of the Antichrist. So it's basically like a digital oil. And it's so cold how the Lord did that, because pretty much there's no new thing under the sun. So, expect more and more coming for 2025. Call Loyam Yahweh Shemiah Shah, because the Lord's steadily working, but he doing a lot. How many brothers I heard say, damn, the Lord doing a lot. That's why I got so much fire up over the brothers, and at the end of the day, again, this could very well be the year that the elder named it. But if not, like a young brother had told me, he said, this place got to go out bitterly. If it's not, may the Lord put the spirit on us to endure until this place is thrown down. So with that, I'm gonna end the lesson. If you're so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American, I'll say Seminole, West Indian, or Haitian, Seminole Indian, West Indian, or Haitian, I implore you to come back to the laws, to the statutes, and to the commandments of your power. His true name in the Paleo Hebrew is Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, or you will be destroyed. And with that, I want to give all praise, I want to give all honor, I want to give all glory to Kol Loyam, by Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem HaKodash. Double honors to the elders and to the apostles who taught me this truth. Peace and salutations to the Hakim across the four corners of the earth pushing this truth with faith and with sincerity, as well as risking their lives and their freedom to do so now more so than ever. Shalom to the Hakim and the Akwat out there listening and learning. Lord willingly, this is edifying. Shalom to the Israelite foreigners scattered abroad in the land of other nations, appearing like the other nations, and subscribing to the truth. I say shalom. Till next time, Lord willingly. Shalom, shalom. Kwame Asherallah. Bawath Lababor.